we understand Dr. Kofi Amoah, who is president of the GFA Normalization Committee, is speaking as the current GFA presidential elections as the Accra College of Physicians and Surgeons. Let's go there. We'll be back.
Structure in pitches and financial administrative management. Opaque refereeing, refusal to follow laid down statutes and regulations, resorting to ordinary courts for redress instead of using internal processes and procedures provided for in the statutes and regulations. We members of the Normalization Committee, like most of you here and many fans watching on television, we have faith and confidence that today the GFA delegates assembled here will make the right choice for a leader who will lead the Executive Council and together with a revitalized GFA Secretariat and an improved relationship with WAFU, CAF, and FIFA, engineer a healthy, profitable, entertaining, and modernized Ghana football enterprise. We have 6 fantastic candidates, all ready and capable to serve, and that is the good news. The NC's innovative and maiden debate a few days ago, along with the different manifestos launched, have given the delegates and the public a peek into the fertile minds of these candidates. Let's give them a round of applause. And at this juncture, please permit me to wind the clock just a few weeks back. Madam Lucy Quist and lawyer Kofi Amoah were part of the initial team of the NC, and a lot of important works were undertaken on their watch. Lucy was the lead in one of the NC's proud legacies, with the formation of ad hoc committees made up of some of Ghana's smart, intelligent, and articulate experts in several disciplines that touch on the management and administration of the Ghana football enterprise: marketing, advertising, national teams development, domestic league, refereeing, TV production, and broadcasting of matches. This exercise to us demonstrated the availability of the necessary expertise in Ghana for a healthy development of the game. Brothers and sisters of football, let us become inclusive and not exclusive. Let us use them to assist in the work at hand and demonstrate positive synergy for our nation's football. We will deliver to you later copies of the reports put together by these ad hoc committees, and we urge you to use them and not just shelve them. Please join me to give Madam Lucy Quist a round of applause. Mr. Diadonten could not make it, but he also deserves a round of applause. Now, Odofole Norte, an expert lawyer and a true workaholic. Passionate, dedicated, and a lover of fashion. Please give her a round of applause. And what can I say about Sami Tuga Kufo, an exemplary football player at the highest level? Young football players, you have a friend and a great supporter in Sami, constantly agitating for what can be done for you. Please join me in saluting my friend Sammy. And now the unsung heroes of the GFA Secretariat, the unnoticed and sometimes forgotten ones, forgotten men and women of this great Secretariat, working into the wee hours and on weekends and traveling to remote parts of Ghana, all in the service of the Ghana football enterprise. Alex Asante, Samira Gate, Kwame Opare, Sena Akoto-Ampao, Tamimu Isa, William Bosman, Mike Addo, Joyce Asaro Usu, Barbara Yanka, Francis Adu, Odro, Rebecca Martin, and many others. With some better orderliness, clear matrix of responsibilities, and improved compensation, they will and can deliver for the next administration. The NCA did not have enough time for this important assignment, and we urge you, the next administration, to take a look at the Secretariat and treat them well. Please, now join me to give them a round of applause. Now, a few words of advice and encouragement for my brothers and sisters who have been elected and the president who will be elected today. The media. The Ghana football enterprise can only be developed to become profitable and hence sustainable if the game and its players, its fans and its sponsors are nurtured, prodded on, and brought into the fold. The new Executive Council will have to engage the media for positive promotion of matches, interesting discussions about key players, and in general, make football top of mind and family-oriented viewing at home and on television. There are many honest and professional journalists out there to work with. Find and embrace them to help you succeed. The statutes and the regulations. The GFA Congress has adopted a new body of statutes that we believe is fairly good and balanced. The important thing now is to live by the stipulations in the statutes and regulations. No law will serve any usefulness if it is not applied to the letter. The abuse of the provisions in the former GFA statutes contributed largely to the downward spiral of Ghana's football governance and performance. Live by the statutes and regulations, and they will help you succeed. If there's a provision that in practice is problematic, table it at Congress for discussion and for the necessary amendment or deletion to be made. Independent committees. The provisions in the statutes for forming committees of ethics, disciplinary, appeal, player status, and other ad hocs must be followed to the letter, and their deliberations and judgments must be made independently of the Executive Council in order to preserve the functions and usefulness of these committees. Interfering with their independence will gradually dilute the effectiveness of their watchdog and adjudicatory duties. The FIFA Government of Ghana Task Force. This initiative is a new and a key outcome of Ghana's discussions with FIFA on the need to not have football managers hide behind FIFA CAF laws as an iron curtain of protection and a ticket to engage in corruption and malfeasance. Ghana has been chosen as a pioneer test case, and I strongly recommend that we take it serious. In November this year, FIFA's instructors will come to Ghana to train our selected GFA prosecutors and ethics committee members. Let's make it work, and if successful, our sister FAs in other African countries can adopt and emulate Ghana. Cleaning the Africa continental football enterprise is also a must. UEFA is the richest confederation because of the common discipline and superior management in their football affairs. On the contrary, Confederation of African Football is the poorest of the confederations. And why is that? We cannot accept, we must not accept. Brothers and sisters, dear delegates, we have what it takes to reconstruct and reinvigorate a modern Ghana football enterprise. We have the talent, the know-how, and the social capital that are key for doing it. So let us close ranks, respect one another, and with our hearts full of love and malice towards no one, let the ashes of our past misdeeds conjure a new beginning, fresh like the morning dew, but seeded with the unquenchable energy of the equator sun, to inspire us once again towards football greatness, at home, on the continent, and in the world. I thank you for letting us serve you. Long live Ghana, long live Ghana football.
Dr. Kofi Amoah, the president of the FIFA Normalization Committee for Ghana Football, addressing the gathering at the ongoing GFA presidential election. In a nutshell, he is giving a quick account of the work that the Normalization Committee did. He acknowledged some key members of the committee and some other helpful Ghanaians, and then he went on to give a word of advice to CAF, to FIFA, and to the new leadership of the GFA after today. Trust us, JoyNews is all over these elections. We'll take you back during the bulletin, and so we catch the beginning of voting itself. But in the meantime, retailers of liquefied petroleum gas LPG are insisting that government should scrap a 23% tax levied on the fuel product. This is clearly in breach of the policy decision that influenced the introduction of and the push for the utilization of LPG, according to the LPG marketing companies. Now, this was to discourage the use of wood for fuel domestically and commercially. We've been joined in studio by Gabriel Kumi, Vice President of the Liquefied Petroleum Gas LPG Marketing Companies Association, for a discussion on this subject. Mr. Kumi, good morning.
Good morning, my brother, and thank you for having me.
Right. I've just been informed that the rep for FIFA is addressing the gathering at the Accra College of Physicians and Surgeons. We'll come back to Mr. Kumi, but let's hear him now.
Invited guests and observers. A little less than 2 months following our attendance at the GFA Extraordinary Congress, during which a new set of statutes and the electoral code were adopted, it is once more a great pleasure and honor for both of us, Mr. Solomon Mudege and myself, to be back in this Congress Hall and observe today's election of a new GFA president. Today's Congress marks an important milestone for the GFA. Almost 14 months after its establishment by FIFA, the Normalization Committee, its mandate is scheduled to come to an end, and the new democratically elected leadership will be ushered in. I would like to seize this opportunity to wholeheartedly thank the President and each of the members of the Normalization Committee who are here with us today, namely Dr. Amoah, Ms. Nortey, Mr. Kufur, and previously also, obviously, and I'm very happy to see her here today as well, Ms. Quist and Mr. Adonteng. And I would particularly like to thank them for their leadership, for their able guidance, for their commitment, and also for their passion in guiding the GFA through this most difficult period. It was a great personal pleasure for me as well to exchange on a regular basis with you and engage with you during the last 14 months. It's been a learning experience for us, for FIFA as well, and I think they deserve another round of applause. I would also like to extend my gratitude to the GFA administration under its acting Secretary General, Mr. Alex Assanti, for its steadfast commitment to make this normalization period a success despite the obvious challenges. However, the journey has not come to an end quite yet. Today, you, the GFA delegates, will elect a new GFA President who will join the other already elected members on the Executive Council for the next 4 years. On this occasion, I would also like to congratulate all the members of the new GFA Executive Council who have already been elected in the run-up to this Congress by their respective constituencies. And for the 6 presidential candidates, the best of luck to you all. I must admit that I was particularly impressed to learn yesterday about the presidential debate that took place a couple of days ago. In terms of transparency and inclusiveness of its elections, the GFA has certainly set the bar high for other member associations. And I know what I'm talking about because our department oversees all 211 FIFA member associations. So congratulations for this achievement. Whoever is elected today will have to tackle plenty of challenges. Dr. Amoah has set them out. And to be successful, he or she will need to be able to count on the support of all stakeholders to ensure that the GFA is a professional association which operates with the highest modern ethical and good governance standards. This and nothing else is what Ghana, with all its incredible passion and talent for football, deserves. You can rest assured that FIFA will be at the GFA's side along this process, not least through its forward development program. In addition, FIFA will continue, and I'm very happy to have heard Dr. Amoah's remarks in this context. We will be very committed and we will remain engaged and assist the GFA in investigating the allegations of ethical and disciplinary misconduct, including through the task force. In this context, an integrity workshop, and I can confirm what Dr. Amoah just said, an integrity workshop with the newly appointed prosecutors and the members of the GFA Ethics Committee will be organized during the course of the month of November. The fight against corruption needs our focus and commitment beyond the normalization period. And FIFA counts on the new GFA Executive Council to fully commit to this cause. In conclusion, many thanks again for having us at today's elective Congress. And once again, a big thank you to the Normalization Committee, the GFA administration, and good luck to the presidential candidate. Thank you.
Luca Nicola there, representative of FIFA. Among other things, congratulations Ghana for holding a GFA presidential debate, he says, is the first in the 211 FIFA football associations in the FIFA member countries.